Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing this dramatic, very dark and bold makeup look. I initially didn't expect it to be so dark and bold. I am using my chocolate bar palette for this, TooFaced chocolate bar palette. And I've been getting a few requests to actually keep using this palette. I guess a lot of people have it and they just want to see more looks with it, and I'm so happy to use it because I love chocolate. I'm using more dramatic looks. I did do a kind of brown, smoky, grungy type of smoky eye on my last tutorial, and that will be linked down below if you guys want to check it out, or just go to my channel and check it out. Also, don't forget to follow me on my social medias. Everything will be listed down below. My Facebook, my Instagram. My links will be down below. And leave your requests down below. Halloween tutorials. I wanted to start doing some Halloween tutorials. Give me something pretty. I mean, nothing too crazy. I really hope you guys enjoy this look, and if you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and I really hope you enjoy this look. I already said that, so I'm just gonna get right into it. So I'm going to be starting off taking a primer. This is Primed and Poreless from Too Faced. It's the bronzed one, so that's why it's a little bit dark on my skin. And I'm just going to even that out with my fingers. And then moving on to my foundation. This foundation I've been loving so much. It's definitely one of my new favorites. This is the Hello Flawless from Benefit. And I'm just going to be working that into my face using my round kabuki from Sigma. Next, moving on to my brows, I'm going to take my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Dark Brown, and I'm just going to be filling them in pretty dark and bold. I want them to just look really clean, so that's why they're going to be pretty sharp. And then just to add a little bit more sharpness and make the edges appear a little bit cleaner, I'm just going to be taking my MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and I'm in the color NC35. And I'm just going to be cleaning off the edges and then dragging it downwards. Now for my primer, this is a Painterly Paint Pot from MAC, and I'm just spreading that using one of those small little Kabuki Sigmax brushes from Sigma. I'm going to be using my very favorite Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette, and the first color I'm going to be picking up is this warm soft brown, and this is going to be our transition color. I'm going to be just working that on my crease and just bring it up high, but not as high as my brow bone. So once you have the color softly placed, I'm going to be going into this matte light kind of bone-ish highlighter, and this is going to go on my lid. I'm not going to be applying this on my brow bone because I am going to be applying a shimmery shade there in a bit. So this is just going on my lid. So now I'm going to go into this beautiful purplish burgundy color, and the brush I'm using is my MAC 217. I'm going to be applying that on my crease. And you do want to go pretty heavy because this is pretty much the only color on the lid, and you just want this to look bold and just really beautiful blended in. So you want to take that first blending brush that you used and just go back and forth, making sure everything is perfectly diffused. Once again, I'm going to be packing on that white matte color and just making sure that my lids pop. So for the highlight, I'm going to be taking this highlight from Nars, and this is actually a face highlight, but it's a beautiful golden highlight that I've just been loving. This is my new go-to highlight for everything, and this is called Albatross, I believe. And everything will be listed down below just in case I missed something. And for my waterline, I'm going to be just running a very light pencil, and this is a highbrow from Benefit. This is going to make my eyes just pop and just appear so much more awake and bigger. Now taking my concealer, I'm going to just quickly conceal under my eyes and highlight. I like to do this step before doing my bottom lower lash line eyeshadow, just so it doesn't interfere and there's no harsh lines. And the color I'm using is that same burgundy color that I use on my crease. I'm just applying it a lot lighter with the same 217. Now for the fun part, I'm going to be taking my eyeliner, and this is just a black liner from L'Oreal, and I'm going to start mapping out my wing. So first I like to start with the wing, the outer part of the wing, and this is just to see exactly where I want it and how far I want to take it up, and then you can just start lining your lash line with it. And like I said, it's going to be pretty dramatic, so you can go as bold as you want with this, but of course I wanted this to be the main focus of this look. And I'm going to take this eyeliner all the way around my eyes, and I'm going to make it pretty cat-eye-ish, so the inner corners are going to be pointed and the outer corners are going to be pretty high up. And I'm also going to be lining just along my bottom lash line. I'm just going to be taking my highlight, and this one is called, what is this called? I can't remember the name of the highlight, but like I said, everything will be listed down below, and I'm just going to be placing that in the inner corners of my eyes, and then also bringing it just to the very corner, or the very edge of my brow bone, just where my brow is, not all the way down, and this is just going to give you an extra shimmer. So now I'm going to take a mascara, and I'm just going to give my lashes a few coats before I apply my false lashes. And these lashes are my favorite lashes right now. They are Iconic from House of Lashes. And I'm just going to go back into my mascara, make sure that everything is nice and coated. Now moving on to my face, I'm going to be taking my Hoola bronzer, and I'm just going to start chiseling out all my cheekbones and my features. I like to go along my cheekbones and then bring that up to my hairline and temples, and I also bring it down on my chin. This just helps slim down my face a bit. And then here, this is my Nars translucent crystal. I like using this to set my under eye concealer because it does have a little bit of like reflectors on it, so it helps brighten my under eyes really pretty and still keeping it very matte. Now I'm going to be applying a blush, and this is called Razin from MAC, and I just thought this color was so beautiful and so appropriate for this look, and it's just the perfect fall blush. I'm just going to be applying that to the cheeks, to the apples of my cheeks, and then bringing it up to my temples. So now I'm going to highlight my face. This is one of my favorite parts when doing my makeup. I love highlighting, and this highlighter is the same one from Nars that I used on my brow bone. It's called Albatross. It's just so beautiful. I don't know what it is, but I just think it goes so perfect with my skin tone. It's this perfect golden highlight. And I'm also going to highlight the bridge of my nose just to slim it down a bit. And while I was doing this, I forgot that I didn't contour my face. My nose, so I'm just going to go back and take my Hoola bronzer and finish contouring my nose, make it itty bitty. I also like to go in and contour the very tip of my nose just to give it a little bit of a cute little button nose. So I'm going to take my sponge again, the same one that I applied my foundation with. I'm just going to go over my lips to kind of conceal them and get rid of any of the colors. Also going to work as a primer. So for my lipstick, I'm going to take Smoked Purple and just apply that on my lips nice and dark and opaque as I possibly can. And then taking a small brush, I'm going to just
fix all the details and make sure that my lips are nice and sharp, because it looks so much better, especially if you have a bold lip like this. Your lips need to be perfectly defined. And that is pretty much it. I really hope you guys enjoyed it.
So this is the finished look. I hope you like it, and please feel free to request whatever you want for any occasion, and I will talk to you guys next time.